ideal reality is waiting for you to step up. Your ideal clients are waiting for you to step up. The millions and the massive impact is ready and waiting for you to step up. I'm scared people will judge me. Or what if I'm too rude? Will people like me? What will my friends think if I show my weird, wild side? How about stop living for everyone else but you? Because your ideal people, your ideal clients, your big life that you're meant for is not waiting for a watered down version of you, which is why it's not showing up. Not in its fullness, not in its bigness, because you're not in your fullness and you're not in your bigness. You're hiding. You're afraid to be seen. What will people think? What if I fail? What if this? What if that? Are you done trying to keep everyone else so happy with this polished version of yourself just so you can be liked and acceptable and reasonable and palatable? You know how many times I've come across a woman who is like, I really want to do this, but I'm so afraid of what this person may think and that person and what this person and the clients may think of me. That's not you. That's not the real you. That's the you that you were conditioned to be. It's not who you are. It's not you. Like, really think about that. That's not you at all. Think about when you were a child and you were like this, for the most part, more expanded, expressive, creative version of yourself until you were told to, play small and shrink down, care about what other people think instead of what you think about yourself. That wild, free, creative, expressive version of you. We need to let her come out to play and actually even leap forward even more and become even more fully expressed as the most iconic version of yourself. Like, it's just so funny because the way most of us are living our lives is so out of alignment to who we actually are, and it's the reason why so much seems to go wrong in your reality, and you have those chronic illnesses and those pains and those diseases and those narcissistic partners, toxic relationships, and you're not good with money, or so it seems. It's because you're not even being yourself. It's really easy to manifest everything. It just comes to you when you're being authentically yourself, fully expressed, and you're not buying into the bullshit that you were taught. And that's okay, because the contrast helps us set us up for the big leap, for the big expansion. So we're not actually invalidating it, but we're being honest. Like, that's not you. You don't need to doubt yourself anymore. You don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to get validation or love from anyone else anymore. You're actually meant to be too much. You're meant to stand out. And that may trigger people, but you know what? That's okay. You're meant to rock the boat. You're meant to rock the boat. You're meant to be absolutely fucking unreasonable, iconic, just unbothered, just wildly you, your weird, wild, authentic self. And if you're being anything less than that, you're holding yourself apart from the massive income, the massive impact, the big vision that you're like, I want to live that. Well, you got to be the person who has that. Think about it. If you have a big vision and you're not being the big, bold version of yourself, how could you manifest the big vision? The big vision comes from the bigness of you and allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be silly or weird or wild or quirky or different, even allowing yourself to just to look messy or to seem like you're making mistakes or you don't get everything right, you're not perfect, you're not polished. Your ideal people are not looking for someone who's perfect and polished. They're looking for you, not the mask that you're wearing. So drop it. Use this as your permission slip to just say, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not buying that anymore. I'm not tolerating it anymore. I'm done. I'm sorry, but you don't get to hide and be a fraction of yourself and get to live your biggest, most authentic life. That does not make sense. It's not it's like, you can't get that reflection. And really, like, what's the worst that could happen? What are you so afraid would happen if you just were your full self and you let yourself do what you actually really want to do in the way that you want to do it and just allowed yourself to be seen fully, to be authentic fully and 100% of the time. What are you afraid would happen? Oh, someone won't like me. Well, they're not for you. You can't be living your life for other people. And especially as women, we have been kind of conditioned and trained to do that. It's like, you are the selfless one. You focus on other people. What do they want of me? What do they like? Do I like that too? Like, you kind of often abandon yourself. You don't have a strong sense of self, and so you abandon and betray yourself to kind of become what you think that person wants you to be. And then you bring it into other areas of your life, right? And then you bring it into your business, your passion, your art. What does everyone want from me? And you got to turn it around. I just want to be me, and I want to do it for me. And the people who resonate with that, the people who are actually meant to be in my life, will resonate with that naturally. Like, you don't understand that your authenticity is a fucking magnet. Like, from money, it's a magnet for marketing. But if you're not doing that, it's a magnet for everything you want. If you're not actually being authentic and you're hiding and you're just like pretending you're this kind of fraction of yourself when you're really this bigness, you're not going to be able to quantum leap into the life that you want. Good girl conditioning comes into this, where you were taught as a young girl to please others and to make sure everyone else is happy. You got to be acceptable, not authentic. You got to be nice, really, really nice and palatable. You know, you don't want to seem like you're mean or rude or piss anyone off. You don't want to you don't want to rock the boat. Yeah, actually, you're supposed to be you, and you're supposed to rock the boat, and you're supposed to not give a shit what anyone thinks. And like, when I talk about identity shifts, that's everything. That's everything I'm talking about. And that's the kind of program I'm creating at the moment, which I'm so excited about. If you're meant for millions, and you know you're meant for more, you can feel it in your fucking soul. You're required to be weird, to be unique. You're required to be in the spotlight. Now, something I will bring up, let's say you're meant for this big vision and this big mission, this big impact, which results in millions of dollars. You want this big, bold movement that changes millions of lives, if not billions. That does require more eyes on you. Yes, it requires more people's attention. Now, if you're so deathly scared of what people may think of you, you will not move forward. You will hide. You will stop yourself from receiving that massive impact and the massive income and the massive life that you're meant for, that you desire, you know in your soul is meant for you. Your higher self is living it and calling you toward it. You will not let yourself, you will self-sabotage, and you'll come up with all these reasons of all these things I need to heal and change and fix and blah, 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 blah. But really, you are just way too scared that if a lot of people especially are judging you or saying negative things about you, that it's gonna fucking crush your soul. It's gonna shatter you. You were taught when you were young, which is another version of yourself, by the way, that was important. Well, that's not you anymore, my love. You're a new person now. Drop the mask. It's not you. When you boldly step into this, like your villain's era, and just be like, I don't care. Now you can accelerate because you will choose to, right? Life is not happening to you. It's all you're doing. It's happening from you and for you. But the moment that you're like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything against me. I just don't care what people think. I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to be true to myself, and I'm not going to water myself down anymore in your business and in your life, in all areas. Not just a little bit here and a little bit there, no, all round. Now you can manifest that big vision. Now you can manifest the millions that you're meant for. You're the one holding yourself back. Drop it. Drop it. And if you're feeling strong fear, let yourself feel that fear. Sit, let yourself feel it, let it come up, and just be with it. Don't judge it, don't invalidate it, don't even think into it. Be in the body and feel that and let it alchemize. And this is what I have found has put me in a completely, like, once I've transformed my identity recently, like very drastically, this was the stuff that came up. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here for external validation. I don't give a crap. I'm here to be me. I'm here to live for me. And by living fully for myself, selfishly, I will be of service to others. And only in a way that feels pleasurable and passionate to me. Otherwise, if it feels like obligation, if it feels like pressure, it's a no. but I will allow myself to be fully seen and fully myself and have my bold opinions. And if you don't like it, it's not for you. All right, that is it for this video. Let me know if you resonate. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you would like to work with me and expand into your highest, most boldest, wildest, authentic, and richest identity, that link is in the description box below for you. Have an amazing day. I'll see you next time.